Hey guys, I initially did this video and I never uploaded it because I was not satisfied with it. So hopefully this video I will be satisfied with. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it on what it's like to be a new mom and what it's like to be a young mom. I did see videos on both topics and I decided to recreate the video into one. So here goes. My daughter will be 5 months on the 16th of this month, which is April. So being a new mom is amazing. I mean, these are what they call the rough stages because the baby really can't tell you what's wrong with them. So you kind of have to figure it out. The crying can be overwhelming if you are not a patient person. I will say that being a mom has definitely taught me how to be a patient person. When they cry, it can be one of a few things, which is they're either hungry, sleepy, wet, or some clothing article can be irritating them somewhere. So you might want to check those things out before you lose your cool. Being a young mom, one thing I cannot stand when people say that once you have a baby, your life is over. I cannot stand hearing that because that is not necessarily true. Yes, if you are a young mom, if you're under 20 and you have a child, then yeah, it's probably going to be stressful because you're probably still in school or may have to stop going to school, which if you have help, then utilize it and continue going to school because you have a responsibility now. You have to make it for that baby. It can be overwhelming if you don't, have any help or support. I would definitely say do what you have to do, raise that baby until they're 2 or 3 and you can get them into daycare and then you get back into school too because it's going to be important that that child sees their mom succeed. You wouldn't want your child to see it any other way. I definitely think that it is possible. If you have a child or you're having a child and you're young, you can do it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't because you can. It is going to be very hard, especially if you're still in school or you are working or something like that. It is going to be hard. Now, I do not advocate young pregnancies. I do not advocate having babies at a young age. It's not something you want to do if you're not stable. If you don't have the capability to be independent enough to raise your child, you don't have somewhere to stay, you're staying with your parents or something like that, then you want to seriously consider those things before having a baby because these are things that most people have in order when they have a child. Now, if something happens and you lose one of those things, then that's a different story. You can still work to get those things. But if you are younger and you're going through these things and you feel as though there's no way out, there is. Let me just tell you to stop, breathe, and attack the situation head on because the world is not over, but the world just got more real. You are now an adult. I don't know if you're 14, 15, 16, 19, whatever. Now you are an adult. Now you have to raise that baby. You have to do what you have to do for that child. Being a mom is not easy at all. It is very joyful and pleasant, and it has its high moments where everything is glitter and glam, but at the same time, there are moments when it can be overwhelming and stressful. So you'll want to do what you have to do to make your situation work for you. Being a new mom is the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me. My daughter brings me and my family so much joy. She's such an amazing and smart baby. It is just ridiculous. She's just phenomenal. She smiles, and when she smiles, it just brightens up my world. And if she cries, it just makes me want to cater to her, and whatever she needs, I just want to give it to her.